you have incredible access throughout this. These conversations that many documentarians don't get. I mean, it's just like, or if you have people recounting them or something because they can't get the first person access. How did you do this, especially in an environment where I would think people would be pretty darn suspicious, specifically because of the overnighters?
Well, I think it helped me that I came alone. There was no crew, and I had total freedom and patience to get to know Jay, to get to know them, to be there. The project of the film too was to make a cinema verite film, to make a film like films that inspired me to make documentaries, films where things happened in real time in front of you that you captured, not where people told you about things that happened off camera. That was a film, I made a film like that when I was very young and ignorant. And I thought, I'm too old to work like that anymore, but maybe I can try. And here I just was lucky. I found Jay in this moment in his life. Jay really did open up, and I think he felt, as I mentioned, he really felt like it was meaningful and that it should be told. Like I never had to fight him. I mean, but the film is very intimate. It becomes progressively more intimate, and that is the development of our relationship. And over a year and a half, of course, we didn't start at that place, but he started as a very open person. I did find that men who you wouldn't normally expect to be open, but who'd come to North Dakota alone, they'd left their homes, their families, their parents behind. And I saw this when I first came into the church. They were these men, big, you see it in the opening scene in the film, these guys were crying. I mean, they were so raw. And I think that they were all kind of reaching out to each other to find support. And it's like the survival instinct, it's like we're pack animals. We need each other. We need family to live. And here Jay had created an environment where they could find some support from each other. And I think I benefited from that openness and that you wouldn't normally expect to get. And they took me into their confidence. They, and in very challenging ways, for instance, Michael, who's the electrician from Georgia, who has this crisis moment where he must decide whether he stays in North Dakota or leaves to go home to his family. I mean, he was asking me in that moment, Jesse, what do I do? He's got no other friends in Williston. I've gotten to know him, and suddenly I'm drawn into his choice. That was hard, but that was the journey of this film.